Narendra Modi, the name that led India to new heights, the leader who brought a paradigm shift in the way India is perceived on the global stage. With his humble beginning as a tea seller, he has risen to become the most influential and transformative leader of modern India. Since taking office as Prime Minister in 2014, Narendra Modi has implemented significant changes in India, impacting its economic, social, and political landscape. In today's video, let's discuss about major changes he has implemented to transform the nation. Number 1. Foreign policy. While the Modi government excelled in various fields of governance, it particularly stood out in designing and deploying a robust foreign policy. Under the leadership of PM Modi, the Indian government adopted a steadfast approach of zero tolerance towards terrorism originating from neighboring countries, demonstrating its commitment to securing the nation and prioritizing its self-interest over adherence to Western standards. United States is upset with India because they haven't taken a clear stance on Russia's conflict in Ukraine. India hasn't voted against Russia's actions at the United Nations and hasn't imposed any financial or economic punishments on Russia. Narendra Modi's government is following a self-interested foreign policy that prioritizes India's national interest over comforting the Western nations. By refusing to condemn Russia, India receives substantial economic and security benefits, including the ability to purchase heavily discounted oil and continue to access Russian-made weapons for Indian Army. Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan had praised India's foreign policy, calling it free and independent. He said India was able to import oil from Russia despite opposition from the USA, while Pakistan was a slave to the West, as it was unable to take fearless decisions for the welfare of its citizens. Number 2. Make in India. Over the past 20 years, India's economic growth has been largely driven by the service sectors, resulting from the rapid expansion of the country's IT and BPO industries. This has earned India the reputation of being the back office of the world. Even though the share of the services sector in the Indian economy rose to 57% in 2013, it contributed to only 28% in the share of employment. So, to boost the employment, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a flagship initiative, Make in India, in 2014 with the aim of transforming India into a global manufacturing hub. As part of this initiative, for the first time, the sectors of railways, insurance, defense, and medical devices have been opened for more foreign direct investment. Government opened Investor Facilitation Cell that assists investors from the time of their arrival in India to their departure from the country. This cell serves investors in all the phases such as the pre-investment phase, execution, and after-delivery services. The government has taken steps to improve India's ease of doing business rank. As a result, India jumped 23 spots in the Ease of Doing Business Index to reach 77th place in 2019, becoming the highest ranked in South Asia in this index. Number 3. Digital India. As part of Digital India Initiative, Unified Payments Interface (UPI) was launched in 2016, making it easier than ever for businesses and consumers to conduct transactions from the convenience of their mobile devices. UPI enables instant money transfers 24/7, making it easier and more convenient for people to manage their finances. It also helped to reduce the dependence on cash by enabling people to make digital payments for everyday transactions, such as paying utility bills or buying groceries. UPI currently consists well over 40% of all digital transactions taking place in India. It has given a boost to small businesses and street vendors as it enables fast and secure bank-to-bank transactions, even for considerably small amounts. Complementing the efforts of the government, the people of India have also displayed great affinity for embracing new technologies. While Aadhaar Card initiative began with Manmohan Singh's government, it became backbone of India's digital infrastructure under Modi's government. Today, Aadhaar is India's largest digital ID program, offering biometric and demographic-based IDs that can be verified anytime, anywhere. It eliminates duplicate and fake identities and provides a secure and reliable system of identification. Number 4. Goods and Services Tax (GST). In 2017, Modi government introduced GST. Key benefit of GST is the simplification of the tax structure. Prior to its implementation, businesses in India had to deal with multiple indirect taxes, each with its own set of rules and regulations. This led to a complex and cumbersome tax structure that made it difficult for the businesses to comply with tax laws. With the introduction of GST, multiple indirect taxes have been replaced with a single tax, making it easier for businesses to understand and comply with the tax system. Another benefit of GST is increased tax compliance. By making it mandatory for all businesses to register for GST, the government has been able to increase tax compliance and expand its tax base. This has resulted in increased revenue collection for the government, which can be used for the development and welfare of the country. GST has removed tax barriers between states, facilitating the free flow of goods and services across the country. In addition, GST has made it easier for the businesses to operate in multiple states, as they are no longer required to deal with multiple tax authorities. This has improved the ease of doing businesses in India and has attracted more investment into the country. With its implementation, India has taken a big step forward in creating a modern and efficient tax system that will support its continued growth and development in the years to come. Number 5. Demonetization. Indian government discontinued the old 500 and 1000 rupee notes as a legal tender on November 8, 2016. This made it difficult for the people to use their black money, forcing them to deposit it in the banks and become part of the formal economy. By bringing more transactions into the formal economy, demonetization has led to an increase in tax compliance and revenue collection by the government. Demonetization led to a significant increase in digital transactions in the country, promoting a shift towards a cashless economy and reducing the dependency on physical currency. Demonetization has also made it more difficult for terrorists to finance their activities by reducing the flow of black money and counterfeit currency. However, it's worth noting that the effects of demonetization were not universally positive, and it also caused some short-term disruptions and hardships, particularly for those who relied on cash transactions and didn't have access to banking services. While the government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi is not without flaws, despite its imperfections, Modi has undoubtedly played a crucial role in elevating India's status on the global stage. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here at the Digital Report channel. Please consider subscribing to our channel and liking it if you found this helpful.